Hi, my name is Dasarathi, or Das for short. Here are some things we can do to live a greener life. A common question is, why must I even live a greener life? What's in it for me? I don't care about ocean levels rising or penguins dying in the Antarctic. Here's the answer. You may not care about penguins dying 10,000 kilometers away, but do you care about you dying? If you do, you need to start living a life that causes less damage to the environment because you are the environment. You are an integral part of it. Anything that can kill an insect or an animal, a bird, can kill you, like pesticides, detergents, vehicular pollution. If something affects an insect in minutes, it will affect you in months or years, but it will definitely affect you. Just search on the web for the horrible effects of the pesticide endosulfan on humans that is used for cashew nut crops. You'll know what I mean. So what can you personally do to live a greener life? Here's a list of things that you can do. They are what I do, in fact, most of them. Number one big thing that most of us will do once in our lifetime is to build a house, right? Build it sensibly with minimal environmental destruction. Reduce the amount of sand, steel, cement in building it, and design it in such a way that the daily consumption of energy and water is minimized. My home has a lot of reuse, reduce, and rethink. You do not have to be an architect or civil engineer to do this. I'm not either of these. I'm a mechanical engineer. Here, that's a big thing, right? But here are a bunch of small things that you can do, starting from now. Or if you want to postpone it a little bit, maybe from tomorrow morning. So here's number 2 on the list. This is a cup of detergent and this is a cup of mud, right? Here's a challenge. Right now, I will eat this cup of mud and you eat this cup of detergent. Who do you think will be alive tomorrow morning? Not you, who ate the detergent. I, who ate the mud, will be alive. Why? Because mud is just a bunch of minerals and bacteria, most of which are good for us. Detergent is a mix of toxic chemicals, maybe about 10 or 15 different chemicals, right? This amount of detergent kills you fast, while the amount of detergent that we use every day to wash our clothes and utensils kills us slowly. When you wash clothes in detergent, there's a little residual detergent left on the clothes, even after rinsing. Our skin is a semi-permeable membrane, and this residual detergent gets into our blood stream through the skin. A small dose every day, little homeopathic doses, like endosulfan or other pesticides get into farmers' bodies through their skin and cause havoc. I mean, a lot of farmers in India and across the world are suffering a lot because of pesticides. You know what happens when you spray a pesticide? You're spraying it in the air, right? So the pesticide not only going and falling on the plants, it's falling on you. If you're spraying it, it's falling on you also from the air. So, and it's depositing on the skin and going into your bloodstream. From tomorrow morning, therefore, what you can do to avoid this problem is every 2 washes, just rinse your clothes in plain water and reuse the water. And after rinsing it in plain water, put it out in the sun. Put your clothes out in the sun. Sunlight is a great disinfectant, right? So in addition to drying, it also disinfects your clothes. So you're going to do it every 2 washes from tomorrow. Then instead of every 2 washes, increase it to every 3, 4, 5, till you hit 50, 100 washes. Every 50 washes or 100 washes, you're washing your clothes in detergent. Try to reach that level. That's number 2 on the list of things that you can do. Number 3 on the list is reduce the amount of water use. Just rinsing your clothes in plain water alone consumes maybe 1/10 of the water compared to using detergent. From tomorrow morning, use less detergent, use a thin towel, use a smaller towel, don't wash your vehicle with water. Number 4 on the list, stop using throwaway paper. there are a number of good things we can copy from Western countries, but one really bad thing that we've copied is the use of toilet paper, paper napkins, paper cups, and paper plates. From tomorrow morning, stop the use of throwaway paper items. It's not fashionable. It is stupid. Use water to wash your backside, and if you're washing your hands and need to wipe your hands on a cloth handkerchief, like in the olden days, or on your own clothing. What's the problem with wiping your hands here, right? On your pants, on your t-shirt, on a sari, whatever it is you're wearing, you can wipe your hands on them. Number 5 on the list is stop using throwaway plastic. From tomorrow morning, stop buying mineral water bottles. Carry your own reusable plastic bottle along, and stop using throwaway plastic spoons, forks, plates, and glasses. You'll typically get these in fast food places like pizza and burger places, or in weddings nowadays. Just carry your own reusable plastic plate, glass, and spoon in a backpack or handbag wherever you go. That's number 5 of the small things we can do. Number 6 on the list is use sustainable transport. Our private vehicles are causing huge damage to our own health and to the environment. It is not cool to drive a big fat car or a big fat bike. It is seriously stupid. It is not a status symbol. It is a stupidity symbol. Remember, if other people judge you by the size of your vehicle, they are stupid. But if your own self-esteem depends on the size of your vehicle, that's seriously pathetic. From tomorrow morning, start using sustainable transport increasingly. Walk, cycle, or use public transport. Start with just 1 kilometer a day, and you can gradually increase it till you reduce the use of your private automobile to maybe just 1% of the time, right? And remember this formula. The size of your brain is actually inversely proportional to the size of your vehicle. So the bigger your vehicle, the smaller your brain. And the smaller your vehicle, the bigger your brain. So bicycle, walking, right? And I'm talking about private vehicles. Public transport, you can use a large bus, right? That doesn't count in this formula. So that's it. Just a short list of easy things that you can do starting tomorrow morning. And here's the list again. The one big thing, build your home sensibly with minimal destruction of the environment. And the 6 small daily things: 1, reduce detergent use. 2, reduce water use. 3, reduce electricity use. 4, reduce paper use. 5, reduce plastic use. And 6, use sustainable transport. That's it. Very easy. You can just start it tomorrow morning. Every one of these, the first thing, building a house, maybe you're not going to do it tomorrow, you're going to do it maybe a few years hence, but the other 6, they're all things that you can start doing right now when you go home or go wherever you are, right? To wherever you are. Thank you for your time.